All right, hello, hello, hello. If you're a licensed professional service brand and you want to be more profitable and efficient in less than a year, then you need to listen to this. Yesterday on my live, I talked about the 95-5 rule, which basically stated that 95% of your audience isn't ready to purchase or buy your services at any given time, right? We have to understand that buyers don't buy when we're ready to sell. They're going to buy when they're ready to make a sale or have a need. And so that's something that we need to keep in mind. So the question that came up was, how do I reach the other 5%? Well, you can do that through what's known as buying triggers. Buying triggers are basically events that cause a buyer to have a clear and present need that converts into a sense of purpose and that also demonstrates an urgency in their process. Now, let me give you some examples of what a buying trigger could be, a particular trigger event. The first one is, life or milestone events. Anytime that somebody is, say, let's graduating college or high school, or maybe they're getting engaged or married, if they're buying their first home or moving into their first apartment, maybe they're retiring or they got a promotion or something, or maybe they've reached a certain age bracket where different things might be available to them from the government or things like that, right? Those are examples of different buying triggers. An unfortunate one could be a death in a family or a sickness that gets caused, right? These are all different events that would cause someone to reach out to a professional like you for any type of service that you might be offering. Another one could be economic improvements or disruptions. We're seeing a lot of that right now. A lot of the innovations and things that people have purchased over the last couple of years have been influenced by the economic disruption that we've experienced when things slowed down or when there was a need to suddenly shift from working in the office to working at home. Many of us, invested a lot in software in our computers and our home offices and any type of telecommunications equipment, all triggered by this event called COVID. And anytime that someone decides to, have a change in their job or going back to that life event, if they have to suddenly work from home because now they have children or people that they have to take care of, right? They might invest in those types of softwares. So that's an example of another type of buying trigger. Anytime that there is a change in the industry or a tech improvement, right? One of the big ones that everyone's been talking about is AI, 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 right? That's an example of a huge tech disruption. And a lot of people are building services and products around this disruption that has come from this new technology being introduced. Another one that is pretty on brand is time-based things, calendar-based things, right? Next week is Thanksgiving. We have the holidays that are coming up. Lots and lots of buying triggers. So if you use these buying triggers in your marketing and in your content, and specifically how you want to do that is you want to make sure that you're creating content, and not just content, but content that speaks to products or services that might be geared to some of those buying triggers and events that are coming up. Um, for instance, maybe you are an insurance agency and you want to create a first time home buyer package to be able to help those first time home buyers with all the different insurances that they might need to help them navigate that whole world. Maybe you're a lawyer and you specialize in wills, estates, and trusts. And so someone in that sandwich generation, right? Someone who's raising small kids, but also taking care of their aging parents, they need to have all of those documents in place, those powers of attorneys, those, medical directives, all those different things they may not be thinking of right now. You can put that into a nice package, brand it in such a way that it's like, hey, this is your package, this is your guide to be able to deal with this particular milestone event that's coming up in your life. The main thing to keep in mind when it comes to buying triggers is that there is a distinct difference between I need to solve this problem and I need to solve this problem right now. The more that you can dial into the I need to solve this problem right now, that's how you will take care of that 5% that are ready to make a purchase or make a sale right now. And the main thing is that you got to have a very easy buying process, right? If you're really going to take advantage of the other 5% that are ready to buy right now, you have to make sure that your buying process is smooth and easy as possible. That means don't hide your main call to action somewhere on your website. It should be either up in the upper right hand corner, multiple places on the page, so that nowhere matter where they go, they know the very action that they need to take is to click on that button. And whether it's to schedule a call or buy a download or something, right? Or just a simple purchase button, make it as easy as possible. Don't have a complicated contact form. Don't have them fill things out. If it's not necessary for them to get on a phone call with you in order to purchase, don't put that in there. Don't put barriers in place that are going to make it harder for your customer to buy from you. All right, and so again, just to reiterate, people don't buy when you're ready to sell. So what you should be doing in the meantime is making sure that you're sharpening your axe, taking time to hone your skills, making sure that your content is up to snuff. We said it yesterday that 70% of the sales process is done before they've even talked to a salesperson. So make sure you have all of those assets in place and that they're up to snuff so that when they're ready to buy, they don't have to, do too much digging around to find the information that they're looking for. And so I've said it before, if you want to leverage buying triggers in order to grow smarter in 2024, if you want to be more profitable, if you want to be more efficient by this time next year, schedule a consultation call with me. And here's what's going to happen. We're going to get on that call and we're going to talk about your business, where you want to go, and what's the gap between there. And then we're going to talk about whether you fit one of the programs that I have available to be able to assist you. Right. And then we're going to start making you more profitable and efficient by the next year. We're going to bring in the right resources, the right systems, the right strategies to get you there. But none of that can happen until you book that call. So I'll put the link in the comments. You can slide into the DMs, whatever it takes. Just book that call and let's get you started.